Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everybody had a good weekend. And let's talk about this challenge and how it's going to work. Okay, so every night, it's going to have to be in the evening around, it should be between 9 and 10. I know it's the only way I can do it. We eat dinner kind of late here. It's just the way it is. And we go to bed late. So don't think that, it doesn't even matter if people think I'm eating and going right to bed. It's my body. I'm not, though. I do, we eat and then we're up for a good 4 or 5 hours. But we're night people. So anyway, I should have the videos up every day by 9 o'clock, and they're just gonna have to be in the evening. And I know that's late for a lot of people. And you just I hope that it shows so people can watch it on Tuesdays or whenever. But I will be showing you I don't eat breakfast, and if I do, I'll show it to you, obviously. But I eat lunch and I eat dinner. So please note that these dinners and lunches are a little bit higher calories because I only eat about twice a day, and sometimes I'll have a snack. But so keep that in mind. And I am a bigger person, so I'm allowed to have a lot more calories than a lot of people. I'm not eating 1,300 calories a day. I'm eating 2,100. I think it's 2,100. I'll have to check that for double. I just know that I can have $1,000, 1,000 calorie meal, and it won't blow my calorie deficit. I usually don't have, though, guys. I do sometimes don't usually get in all my calories, but I get in a decent amount, enough to keep me full, and that's the only thing that matters really. Is, am I getting the nutrients that I really need to have, and is that keeping me full? Now, I don't get in all my protein and all my fiber all the time for two reasons. One, sometimes I just can't get that much food in, and I know that sounds crazy, but when you put more protein and more fiber into your foods, it really does fill you up faster. So I don't always get in, but I do try to get in as close to 100 as I can get. What I'm really supposed to have, there's no way I can get that in, for the simple fact that I just can't afford to buy the foods that would help me get there. Just for the most part. I mean, I can't afford to buy protein powders where I can sprinkle into my food, or so I try to get it as organically as I can. I'm just getting the nutrition. And yeah, so let's see, what am I forgetting? Oh, and then at the end of this video, I'm going to show you my meal plan. Now remember, two things. One, I'm not buying just for myself. I'm buying for Jason as well. And number two, there is no such thing as bad food. So just because you see a bag of potato chips on there, they're not, well, actually, they really are not for me. But if that's what I'm having for the week for part to go a little bit with my lunch, I can have that. I'm not doing that not a lot of weeks. I don't even do that because I don't think I am mentally ready to try to deal with just having a portion control of chips. But the chips are his, they go in his room, and I don't have to worry about it. I'm not just saying that because I feel like I have to explain it. I just want you to understand that just because I am on a calorie deficit doesn't mean, A, that I can't have some foods sometimes that I enjoy, and two, that Jason can't have what he, stuff for him because I have a food addiction. He's very good about keeping things like that in his room. And yeah, so let's see. So you can have the menu, and then you're gonna see from Walmart how much I'm gonna show you a little video that I made of. The only way I could figure out how to do it is I showed you what was on my grocery list before I hit send or order or whatever. And please keep in mind, I also have another video showing how much I spent, but I think on the video that I scroll, it shows how much I spend. So if that's true, you're only going to get the two. But if it doesn't show how much I spent, I will put the third one in there. Now you're going to see on the one, if I show it to you, a driver's tip. So please keep in mind my grocery total for the week that I can get is $65. This week I got lucky because we didn't need to get soda for Jason. He has enough to get him through this week, so I could use that money to buy a little bit more of things that we were behind, or not behind on, that we were getting low on, and that lasts us a long time. For example, like balsamic vinegar for his salads, and he likes to put balsamic vinegar and ranch, and that is so good. And Walmart had them on sale. I don't know about yours. They had the ranch the two smaller 8-ounce bottles, the good kind too, the name brand kind, for $1. So I could get 16 ounces for two, where that was the cheapest I could get for 16 ounces. So I'm getting off on a tangent. Anyway, you see, now I lost track of what I was saying. Oh, and that's like $3 and something. And there was something else we needed that was, like lunch meat, which can last him quite a while, like a couple weeks. But he happened to run out at 2 at the same time, so they get expensive. So I was blessed I didn't have to worry about the soda this week. So, all right, what else? I think that's it. I hope that you'll enjoy this, and if you want to join along, if you join my Facebook group, and I believe I have it in my capture, in my things down below thingy, over there, and you want to play along, you want to do this with me, or just share what you're having over there, you can put a picture of what you ate for dinner. You don't have to do all the meals if you don't want to, or if you do, come on over and we can have a little fun over there and share what we're having with each other, and give ideas. So if you want to do that, I would love to have you. I will make a post every single day, and I'll do that early in the day. What did you have for dinner or something, or what did you eat today, or anything, or something generic. So if you want to put, you had a really good lunch and you want to share it, feel free. Let's see, what else? I think that's about it, guys. So every day it'll be in the shorts probably, and for YouTube, and then TikTok will be TikTok. So yeah. All right, guys, I am looking forward to this. I'm not going to, and I'm not going to put the calorie and fiber and all that count on there, only because I don't want this to be a competition. I don't want this to be, I am learning to try to eat normal and naturally, and try to just make food a part of my life, not my whole life. And I just find that I do better when I don't. And the thing is, I've eaten the same things for so long. I know about what I can have. I know about, now if it's a new thing for me, I always check the protein counts. I always check the calories. But I know in my head how much for lunch I can have. And so it just kind of works out. And then, my starting weight, I'm going to do a weigh-in. I'll tell you what I weighed today. And then I will check in at the end in 30 days, and we will see how much I weigh. And yeah, so the girl has probably gained and lost, but I knew that I didn't lose that I think it was like 20 pounds or something crazy, and I knew it wasn't going to be real weight because I wasn't eating, and I knew that once I ate I'd have to come back on. So I am not including that in my weight loss. It's because I am now 427, but I know that I was up in 241 one time when I weighed myself. So I don't know for sure because I've been so wishy-washy with my scale, and I'm not trusting my scale weighs right because of the issues I have with it. Some days I just can't get it to work, and other days I can. And I just don't want to go buy another scale. It's money I really don't want us to have to take from somewhere. And then usually my grocery bills. So I will work with what I have. But yeah, so that's going to be my starting weight, 427. I think I was like 421. So that means that's like a 6. But I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's just water weight. If it's this way, it's a solid weight. And I'm just going to say, this is what it is. Take it or leave it, judge me, whatever. This is where we're at. And it's a huge number, but we're going to get it down. I am going to get this under 400 by summer. But yeah, okay guys, this is getting longer than I wanted it to be. I hope it all made sense. And now I'm going to insert all my meal plan and my grocery list and how much I spent. Okay guys, I will see you hopefully over in the Facebook page, or I will talk to you next week, but you'll be seeing my stuff all week long. Oh, and I'm going to do the good, the bad, and the ugly, because sometimes things don't work out and things get changed, and I am going to post even when I don't have the best eating days, and even if I have to make different changes in my menu. And you can still have food from fast food restaurants. We don't do it very often, but we can do all that and still stay under calorie deficit. And I'm here to show you can do it. Takes planning, and sometimes I'm not, I'm not perfect, or I would be at my weight I wanted to be at. So, and you're going to see if I make a mistake. You're going to see it. I'm not going to hide it from you guys. So, all right, guys, that's all I got for you. I will talk to you next time. And until then, have a good day. You don't need to